Greetings. Welcome to Jewel Reiki. My name is Honora McDougall, and Jewel Reiki is my holistic healing practice. It is divided into two sections, or at least it has two main focuses. I specialize in animal Reiki and in sound. Animal Reiki I can give Reiki to your pets, your farm animals. I've given Reiki to wild animals, including honeybees. Our pollinators really need them. So the animal Reiki looks and focuses on animals. I do some writing on holistic care for animals in general. What can you do yourself? What do you have to go to a vet for? What do you have to go to specially trained? How they can be applied for animal rescue. And then the other part of my practice is sound. I use chanting, toning, but I specialize in the Himalayan metal bowls, the singing bowls. I call it sonic stress release. I do have a Facebook page for this, even though it is a subset of my Jewel Reiki. Um, I use singing bowls in a certain way to help release stress. There are wonderful teachers out there who actually teach you how to use it for formal types of healing through the Tibetan and the Indian traditions, and that's wonderful. But I've found that they just do wonderful enough things if you just use them with a guided visualization and deal with stress. I use 3, 4 different bowls, and my sessions can be 15 minutes, they can be half an hour, they can be an hour long, depending on what you want. They also, I hope to in the future have half hour and hour long meditations where I play the bowls and I give you a guided meditation using some of my hypnotherapy training, and the sound is able to augment the relaxation process. Um, I want to briefly talk about animal Reiki because it is a bit different than human Reiki. Like I said, I'm a human Reiki master, and I've noticed that there's a big difference in my training, and I'm grateful to have both. Animals are different than people. Enough of us know about Reiki that we have assumptions when we get a session. We figure they're going to look at our chakras and they're going to do this and this and this, so we have assumptions. Well, animals are different. We are so estranged from the animal kingdom. How many of us are really any Dr. Doolittle, Rex Harrison and Dr. Doolittle? How many can us talk to animals? I mean, I talk to my cat, and he sometimes talks back, but he hasn't yet said mother using English. It's just more a case of you knowing your animals. But animal Reiki is one of the ways that we start rebuilding the connections with the animal kingdom that we've lost. Animal Reiki is done differently than human Reiki. Animal Reiki, and I've done animal Reiki for a lot of wild animals. I mean, I'll walk somewhere and I've done praying mantis, I've done snakes, I've done quail in the city, which surprised me. I grew up in the country, and quails usually you don't find in the city. But if an animal wants Reiki, they're going to let you know. So, an animal Reiki session, I show up and introduce myself, and I let the energy start flowing. And then the animal tells me what he or she wants. They tell me how much they want it. They tell me how often they want it. They tell me when they're done. They may eventually, if they get comfortable with me in the Reiki, they may come up and they may put parts of their body in my hand so that the Reiki directly touches them. But this is a very hands-off form, especially in the beginning, because so many animals, especially animals who've had touch and abuse issues, you just offer it, and then you can feel when they hook in, and then after a while you'll start feeling it taper off, and sometimes it may get a little thready and then it pops up again. But animals are different. They want you to acknowledge that they know what they need. If you think about it, our culture, we are so isolated from our own human body that we really don't always know what we need. That's why we go to doctors and that. Animals, if we listen, do know what they need, and they tell us. And that's what one of the things Reiki, animal Reiki does. I may stand there, I may sit there, whatever, but I give the Reiki. The animal comes up. Now, sometimes the animals will say, I don't want it today. And that's just it. But the animal Reiki is different than human Reiki in the fact that we let the animal dictate the process. They know what they want. They know how much they want. They know where they want it. They know how often they want it. And it can be pretty amazing. I mean, when I got my human Reiki level 1 training, my first cat taught me there was a difference, but I didn't understand it well enough. And it wasn't until I got Kathleen Prasad and Elizabeth Fulton's book and read that and then ended up connecting with Kathleen uh, that I finally was able to learn the difference. And it's a wonderful thing. Our animals need to be connected to us. I mean, we are so disconnected from the earth that we need to bring it back in balance before it's too late. And I look forward to getting back into SARA, which is the Shelter Animal Reiki Association. I was a member. I'm planning to rejoin soon. And I really look forward to using Reiki in with rescue again because I used it discreetly. A couple of years I volunteered at the cat rescue at PetSmart near where I live. And I will warn you, Soft Kitty, Dr. Shelton's Soft Kitty is also a very good song to sing to cats. You think it sounds crazy, and I don't have the best voice in the world, but I used to give Reiki and sing Soft Kitty, and those cats at that PetSmart rescue, they were just, So there's a lot we can do for our animals. And I will be doing a different video on some of the things that we ourselves can do to augment what the doctor, the veterinarian, tells us. But right now, the best way to get a hold of me if you're interested in having animal Reiki or if you're interested in a sonic stress release of any kind is to either email me at jewelreiki1008@yahoo.com or go right now. I've got a Jewel Reiki Facebook page. I intend to have a sonic stress release Facebook page set up by the end of the week. You can contact me through either of those also. My phone is a bit tricky, so it's just easier to do it through email and Facebook. But I look forward to hearing, and hopefully between the bowls and the Reiki, I can bring assistance to you. Good fortune.